The grand hall of the Valcora Imperial Palace gleamed with bioluminescent chandeliers, casting prismatic light across delegates from 60 star systems. Empress Kiravel sat upon her crystalline throne, presiding over the galactic summit, with the practiced grace of a ruler who had commanded fleets and negotiated treaties for decades. Elias Ward moved between the towering alien guests with quiet efficiency. At 6 feet tall, he felt insignificant among the 12-foot Kroner delegates and the floating whisper folk. But the job paid enough to cover his sister's medical bills back on Earth, and that was all that mattered. As he cleared plates, his eyes kept drifting to the corner where Princess Ariavel sat alone. The Empress's daughter remained isolated at every banquet, her hoverchair keeping her suspended while her underdeveloped legs hung motionless. The other courtiers avoided her table as if tragedy were contagious. When the orchestra began playing and couples moved to the dance floor, Elias noticed the princess watching with an expression he recognized, the same longing his sister Emma had worn before her surgery, watching other children play. He approached her table to clear her plate. "Beautiful music tonight, Your Highness." She turned, startled that anyone had spoken to her directly. "It is." Her voice was soft, musical. "I used to dance before." She gestured at her motionless legs. 3 years ago. I was quite good, actually." Elias should have moved on. Protocol demanded it, but he thought of Emma and couldn't walk away. "May I tell you something?" he said. "On Earth, we believe dancing isn't about the feet, it's about the heart. It's expressing what you feel through movement. Any movement." Princess Ariavel's 4 eyes widened. "That's beautiful, but I don't see how—" "May I show you?" He extended his hand, breaking a dozen rules of court etiquette. "If you trust me." From her throne, Empress Kiravel watched with mounting surprise. No one had approached her daughter like this in years. She raised a hand, stopping the guards who moved toward the presumptuous human servant. Ariavel stared at his outstretched hand, then placed her 3-fingered hand in his. "Yes, show me." Elias stepped beside her hover chair. "Close your eyes and feel the music. Let it move through you, your arms, your torso, your antennae. Dancing is painting pictures in the air." He took her hand gently, guiding it in flowing patterns, showing her how to sway her upper body, how to express the music through graceful gestures. The orchestra shifted to a slower melody, sensing something important happening. Something miraculous occurred. Ariavel began to move on her own, her arms creating elegant arcs, her antennae rising and glowing with bioluminescence. She experimented, discovered rhythms, let the music flow through her in ways she'd never imagined. Then she smiled, truly smiled, for the first time in 3 years. Her antennae blazed golden. She laughed with pure joy and moved with increasing confidence, creating her own dance, her own expression. The hall fell silent except for the music. Every eye watched the human waiter and the disabled princess, dancing together in a way no one thought possible. Tears streamed down Empress Kiravel's face. For 3 years, she had sought every cure, consulted the greatest physicians, offered fortunes for treatments. She had commanded an empire but couldn't fix her daughter. She had been trying to solve the wrong problem. This human had seen in minutes what she had missed in years. Ariavel didn't need to be fixed. She needed someone to see her as whole, just different. When the music ended, the princess was breathless, glowing, her smile unwavering. "Again?" she asked hopefully. "Anytime you wish, Your Highness," Elias replied. The Empress descended from her throne, something she never did during formal functions. The crowd parted. Elias dropped to one knee, trembling. "Rise, Elias Ward," she commanded, her voice thick with emotion. He stood, meeting her tear-filled eyes. "You have given my daughter something I could not," the Empress said. "You've shown her a new way to see herself. You've given her back her joy." She placed her hand on his shoulder, the highest honor in Valcora culture. "From this moment you are appointed royal companion to Princess Ariavel. You will teach her your Earth philosophies of adaptation. Your family will have access to our medical facilities." Elias felt his knees weaken. His sister could get the treatment she needed. "Your Majesty, I don't know what to say. Say you'll help my daughter continue dancing, I promise." That night marked the beginning of profound changes. The Empress established the Institute of Alternative Abilities, developing technologies that enabled rather than just cured. She invited human consultants to share Earth's knowledge about dignity and accommodation. But the most important change happened every evening in the Grand Hall, where a human and an alien princess danced together, her hover chair becoming a stage rather than a limitation, her movements creating new art forms that spread across the galaxy. Elias sent word to his sister. Emma, I met someone who reminded me of you. She taught me we were both right. You can still dance, just differently. And different isn't less. When Emma arrived months later for treatment, she and Ariavel became friends, pioneering adaptive expression dance that beings of 100 species would eventually practice. Years later, historians pointed to this summit as a turning point in how the Concordat viewed disability, but those present knew the truth. A humble human waiter had seen a lonely girl who wanted to dance and, instead of seeing impossibility, had seen potential. Humanity's greatest gift to the galaxy wasn't their technology or tenacity, it was their ability to look at what others called broken and see something whole, something valuable, something beautiful. And in the royal gardens of Thessera Prime on clear evenings, you could hear music and laughter as an alien princess and her human friend danced under 3 suns, proving that joy required no specific form, only an open heart.